Welcome back, dear readers, to another issue of the Indigo Insider. We'll continue our exploration into the city of Rumplank. Countless beaches dot the perimeter of Goldcrop Island, and Rumplank boasts some of its finest. Among the most popular are Gononi's Beach off Barrel Square, Gusty Beach on the east side of the Drunken Wall, and Old Rumplank's vast paradisical waterfront, Treasure Beat. Far less popular is Little Iron Salt Cove in the Clock Order, where more than one body has washed up over the years. As for fishing and foraging, Blackshell Coast is the place to go, so named for the bounty of clams, mussels, and scallops clumped along the rocky shoreline. The cliffs along the southeastern edge of Rumplank may not host as much city life as the Twin Talons, but they are no less spectacular on the rare days when the weather is clear. On such occasions, they offer hikers dazzling views of Barnacle Bay, the city around it, the island's southern coastline to the east, and sometimes even the entirety of Shivering Mountain. The Canary Cliffs adhere to the custom of Rumplank landmarks with misleading names, for there are no small colorful birds to be seen from the top of these soaring heights. In fact, for half the year the cliffs are utterly barren, possessing no more life than some arid beetles and the occasional keen-eyed hawk. Starting in the rainy season, though, the Canary Cliffs become a hotbed of strange activity when thousands of strange, monstrous fae perch along the cliff's countless rocky outcroppings to make their nests and lay their eggs. These visiting fae, called whipperfish, resemble a cross between the common flying fish and the honey creeper, but are markedly less intelligent than either, constantly bumping into one another on the cliff sides like mosquitoes, bumbling around for a bared orpak arm or a hardrigan neck. They're believed to hail from the Fey realm, from which they sometimes bring peculiar stones, gleaming trinkets or strange talismans, all the way with them to Goldcrop. It's unknown why whipperfish make a yearly pilgrimage to the Canary Cliffs. They never outright attack Rumplank or its people, though they make for surly hosts any time a pedestrian foolishly enters their territory during whipperfish months. Adventurers who can sneak through the ornery flocks, though, might hope to find something precious hidden among their cliffside nests. It's often better to risk a few pecks from angry whipperfish than to wait until the Fae's eggs hatch and the colonies fly off across the ocean, tiny brood in tow. Those who choose the latter often find themselves competing with dozens of other amateur treasure hunters for whatever's left. Accidents have been known to occur along the Canary Cliffs when confrontations between rival fortune seekers become heated.
Hey, how's it going? How you doing, folks? It's Jason, your GM. And, I'm sprightly today. I'm trying to be. Sorry about that. It's almost Halloween. While we're recording this, we have less than 2 weeks. And I just ordered my costume. It's in the mail. It is on its way. It should arrive on the 28th. Which is just in time. And I will be doing my traditional costume. And if you've listened to us, you know that the last couple years, I have done an adult onesie, and I have done poultry themed. Last year I did a turkey. The year before I did an adult onesie as a chicken. The year before that I was a duck. This year I'm a cock.
Nice. nice, dude.
I really hope that it's not a double entendre and it's just a giant dick-shaped costume.
No, I'm gonna throw an acoustic guitar around my neck and I'm gonna be rock-a-doodle.
That's
Nice.
awesome. Nice.
I'm not gonna be rock. I'm not going to do a rockadoodle. I'm just going to be a big old rooster.
You're one step away, though. You could.
I could.
so
I just
easy.
don't have an acoustic guitar handy.
Well, I look forward to seeing that, and it does honestly make me curious what kind of bird you'll manage to find for the year following.
Yeah, I did see a peacock.
Okay,
So
That's exotic.
I was thinking about doing that. They didn't have my size for peacock next, but hopefully next year I can jump in a little earlier and get a peacock my size.
You have to
You could do
practice
a
your
tit
Peacock
and
captain,
keep
I gotta
the-
fly.
You could do a tit and keep the joke going.
That's true. You could dress up as a tit.
A
Bush
blue,
tit.
a blue
Yeah,
tit,
blue tit. No, I'm bush tit.
Blue-footed booby.
blue-footed
Uh,
booby. Yeah.
I'm sure there's parrot ones.
Parrot's probably common.
Yeah, parrot probably one. I didn't see one, but I'm sure there's a parrot one out there. There's plenty of fowl. But yeah, last year, Corey, you went to a Halloween concert, right?
Yeah. Last year, right before Halloween, I caught Architects with Protest the Hero in
Ooh.
Calgary, and I
Nice.
managed to don a great set of lederhosen, and went in my real short shorts and overchest straps, and I haven't found what show I'm going to yet this year. There's a couple on the list that might make the short run, and we'll see. I've always enjoyed wearing outrageous costumes around complete strangers who don't know me. It makes me very approachable, which I don't necessarily get normally.
Nice. I love Protest the Hero. Actually, the last concert I went to was a Protest the Hero concert. I also had Moontooth and the Callous Cowboys with them too. It was
I
a
caught
great
that
concert.
tour as well. Yeah, I've got the protest flags there, and the Moontooth flag is over my bed, and the Dallas Cowboys t-shirt is somewhere in the laundry pile.
Nice.
Yeah, that was right when they blew up. I saw them the day their new EP dropped, I believe it was.
Oh wow,
October
nice.
17th. Yeah, that was the show I saw, not Architects.
Come on.
Sometimes I go to too many shows. I saw Architects later that year.
Yeah, I normally, whenever it gets to be around Halloween time, is normally when we go to Ren Fair, and I just repurposed my Ren Fair costume for Halloween. So
Same.
this year, I am a wizard.
I'm following up. I'm a cute little witch. We got to test out our costumes yesterday, actually, because one of my family friends had a Halloween party. It was really fun because we were not only the first people there for a long while, we were the only ones dressed up for the Halloween party. I think at one point in time, I leaned over to Jackson. I was like, "There's a bunch of fucking squares here, man."
Did you do the "You Shall Not Pass"?
No, I didn't have a staff. It's kind of like a piratey wizard. So I have kind of a pirate getup, but still with a cloak and a wizard hat. And I think I'm going to be bringing a staff as well.
Then you can do
Wizard.
"You Shall Not Pass."
Yeah. Basically, the idea is that it's a wizard that got abducted by a group of pirates and just became one of the crew.
It helps too because my parents are dressing up as pirates and they're like, "Oh, fun themed costume." Originally, we were gonna do a One Piece outfit all together, but my brother decided to be a fucking square as well too, and didn't want to dress up. We're all giving him shit for it.
It's a bunch of fucking
Fucking squares.
squares.
Just give him a really long nose, and he can really be a square.
Hey,
There you go.
yeah. Here, I actually took a picture of what we looked like at the party, and I'll post them into our chat. No one else can see it because I got my real face.
Someday I'll replace my I had a Caesar costume that I acquired from Walmart one night at about 3 minutes before they closed in the middle of November, well after October, that I proceeded to wear on and off for several years for every date that was pretty much anything except for Halloween. So I know there's lots of photos out there somewhere dressed like Julius Caesar
Oh, that
at like
rules.
football games and
Nice.
in like the line at the grocery store. So maybe I need to bring that back. I feel like that brought a lot of light.
You got a knife in your back.
Not yet.
Maybe someday.
It's not a new edition.
What about you, Rachel? What are you doing this year?
This year, it sounds like my middle schooler might be ditching the family to hang out with friends for the first time. As far as me personally, I had a costume once, like 3 years ago, under duress. It was a raccoon onesie because the friends I was with decided we all had to do Peter Pan. So my brother-in-law decided that we would both be the raccoons that, the little, yeah. So I still have that. I don't wear it as a costume, but I wear it randomly when I decide that I don't want to put any effort into real clothes and just wear pajamas all day, which, is...
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
It sounds like a Halloween, especially when you're gearing up for your chocolate delivery.
Oh, yeah.
That is why I do the adult onesies as well, because it is the minimal effort and super comfy.
Yeah, and then you still have them for regular
lazy
use.
days.
Yeah.
Yep, they are literally adult pajama onesies. That's what I look up in Amazon is adult pajama onesies.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure you've seen my raccoon, Jason. I wore it once when I was jamming because, yeah.
I've always been adverse to the onesie for most of my life up until, 2 years ago. I wouldn't even wear sweatpants because they were just too hot for me. But then I realized that was just a much younger man's problem.
Yep.
And now that as I get older, I'm getting colder.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it's time I try out one of these onesies and see what they're about. But,
Yep.
They're pretty baller.
Yeah. Magical girl onesie.
Yes. Become Sailor Moon. We can
I'm surprised that none of you all want to be a magical girl, because that archetype is a real thing in Pathfinder now.
Okay, so Jason, I didn't know this shit before I came into the podcast. Are you kidding me? I would have been a magical girl.
That is I have the book right there and I can open up to it. I
want to be a magical girl with a gun, damn it.
Here. Hey, don't joke. I have like 4 or 5 different character concepts bouncing around in my head for the upcoming campaign, and one of them is a gunslinger magical girl.
That rules! What the fuck?
Let's just all be magical girls.
Wait, do the magical girls spin around and have their whole clothes change?
Yes.
So that the sailor... Okay.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I don't think I can
thing.
role play well enough to play someone who cares about their clothes.
I can.
That might be pushing my imagination.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
It is called the Starlit Sentinel because they obviously can't, do a sailor, but but instead it's called the Starlit Sentinel, and I will send you these 2 PDF pages.
I'm looking. I'm fiending. I need to see. Maybe Jewel's gonna be an isekai magical girl, man. I don't know what to tell you.
That's a different class.
It is. You're right.
Okay. Anyway, who wants to do the recap for me? Because I'm feeling a bit under the weather.
Oh, I got you. Last time, the party, having dealt with the ghost flame ooze swarms in the alleyways, took a few moments to heal up, and then made their way further into town to the thatched housing region of Treasure Beach. Upon getting there, they were told not to come in or else this double negative speaking figure was going to continue burning buildings. We weren't having none of that. Combat was initialized. After just an entire series of just inept movements, that's pretty well what we did for the entire session. Ending with us, I believe, hearing noises coming from the largest building in the square. If I remember correct.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. I know you ended up critting the Gamayan, so wasn't quite able to get a whole lot of information from her. But that's okay because you were able to you're able to loot them if you want. But yeah, that's where we're going to pick
monster
up.
Parts from
Yeah, you can't
creatures.
get monster parts from humanoids, unfortunately.
Weak.
Yeah. The saboteurs don't really have anything on them. They have +1 runes, but you don't really need them.
That's fair.
Do they have indications of association with the cult? I know the people we fought in the alley had behemoth cult symbols on them.
The magical girls don't get to pick a planet. They pick a constellation.
That's really cute.
So you're not a Sailor Venus or Sailor Mercury. You're the sentinel for the Ogre constellation or the Swordswoman constellation.
Sailor Sagittarius, here we go.
The dog constellation.
I got that dog in me.
In the sense that you have golden retriever energy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I sent him your way.
Thank
Anyway, that's there you go. So as far as having any association with the cult, you don't really find a whole lot of information on the cult as you go through. As you look over the Gamayan, let me see here. She doesn't have a whole lot of information on her. It seems kind of like she was, if it wasn't for what she was talking about, you wouldn't get the vibe that she was working with the cult. There's no paraphernalia or anything.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Do we have enough time to do a round of treat wounds? There's nothing jumping out
there's
at us
a big
right away.
bang coming from like an explosion sound coming from that building. If you want to take your 10 minutes, that's up to you.
Forwards.
All right,
Oh,
I'm
shit.
down this
All
ladder.
right, we'll go for it, I guess.
Timothy's gonna make sure he grabs the rope and puts it back into his bag, straightens it back up, puts it back in the bag.
As Zaba passes, the Suvyaki is going to do a lay on hands on him.
I mean, you guys have potions, right?
Yeah, I got a potion. I was thinking I think I drank one of those as I walked over.
Or you might have some healing scrolls too.
I don't know.
Just
That works because I just realized I am out of focus points, so I can't do what I want.
Oh,
Nice. 2 2s on 2 d8s for that health potion. That's fine. Top is fine.
I mean, if you want to take 10 minutes, that's fine. You can do that.
Drink potion. I'm trapped on this roof though because it's surrounded by walls.
Oh, wait.
Game.
Oh.
Thank you.
Oh.
We'll just stay behind Zaba.
Yeah, sure.
And it was the building straight to the east from us.
Yeah, it's this one right here.
Cool. Any notable doors or windows on the side that we're approaching?
Let me see here. Let me pull it up. I have a map for the building, but let me actually take a look at it from inside. Yeah, there's a door to the north, but no, there's no windows or anything.
Cool. And
There
so
is
we'll
just
head
a
straight
door to
towards
the-
the north.
All right, let me activate this and bring you all to this map. And we'll clown cover you out.
No hiding by the building.
Oh, no, you can. I just didn't
Okay.
know if that's where the clown car put you.
Oh no, I pulled myself over there. I want to hide next to the wall. Lunar, you didn't use your Garden of Healing last fight, right?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Sorry, just mentally taking a tally of what healing we have available.
I've got 2 more focus points left in my pool. If I need to use it again, I have to use one of my focus points.
Okay. So,
All right. Wood door, barn door.
It's a wooden door.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just open it.
You're just going to open it?
Yeah. Just a
All
wooden
right.
door.
All right. So as you open the door, you see before you 2 creatures. Now these 2 creatures, I'll give you some images, in a second. But this is the building from which you heard the crashing, and you see an eclectic building filled with just a bunch of different cultural paraphernalia. So you see artifacts and tomes and scrolls and just all sorts of nope and parchments and writings, as well as just wall-to-wall shelves that have all sorts of books and treasures and notes. And some of it seems a bit irreplaceable and delicate because like a lot of it, like a bunch of it has been smashed to pieces, and you can see that lying on the ground. Just a bunch of like fragments of like urns and those cultural items. And a bunch of the books have been ripped apart and torn into shreds and have been used as fuel for these barrels that are in each of the four corners. Inside these barrels, you see them heaped and overflowing with fireworks. Now, there's a thick curtain to the east side of the building that's drawn closed, blocking the view to whatever the room is behind. And in the center of the building is a very large Hardigan man. And behind that man is a Cragrak woman. She appears to be the ringleader of sort, and seems to be the one who is behind the arson, as she prepares to fan the flames even further, as she gives you this large, menacing smile and has this bomb in her hands. And you could see that she's kind of she's a Cragrak, so she's made of stone, but the stone kind of has like this molten lava in between each one of the shale pieces as she lights up that bomb. And let me actually give you some images of these two individuals. So this is the Hardigan. Dude's ripped as fuck.
Smash. Anyways.
Would. Yeah. No, I agree.
Dude's ripped. Let me look at those thighs.
He's blue.
He's big and blue.
Got a giant shield, too. It looks like a turtle shell.
Does.
With like a snake skeleton wrapped around the outside.
He's so cool.
Yeah, he's wearing that like Conan the Barbarian loincloth.
He's got leaves coming out of his pocket. What's that about? Got spears on his back, too, like throwing spears.
It almost looks like a Swiss Army knife with how with how those spears are poking out.
A bit.
And let me show you the Cragrak.
Oh my god.
Oh, they look cool.
Sorry,
They
I saw
look
her
like they were
eyes.
destined for a crime
Yeah.
and
Look at
never
her
were
eyes.
given an honest shot in life because of how they look. And because of that, they had to be a bad person.
Their eyes are giving Sauron.
They got a nice
Sauron's eye.
award-winning smile with sharp teeth.
Oh my god, what is it? Her mouth looks like the one guy who's like, I'm gonna blow up and then act like I don't know nobody. Jackson
Exactly,
knows
yeah.
exactly what I'm talking about. Jesus
Okay.
Christ, she's so scary.
Okay.
And like the rock formations on her head look like braids.
Yeah, it's super cool.
Mhm.
And in between the braids where you would see skin on a normal person, you could
Yeah.
see that like molten rock.
Neat.
Vesuviak's
Jeez.
gonna basically look at this and be like, "Ah, yes, the aesthetic I remember at home."
It's like, yes.
And the two of them look at you and, oh, so you were the ones who were causing that commotion out there. Okay. I see you've taken care of Siva, but you won't be taking care of us quite so easily, no, will you? And you can, whoever, actually, I think, still hasn't had a look at them.
Right.
But Zaba, you can go ahead and make this society check.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Zaba knows lots of society things.
Okay. Yeah, you're not quite sure who she is.
Yeah, she looks like a bad cookie.
Time to make her crumble.
And, yeah, we'll go ahead and roll some initiative at this point. Because, why not? Let's go ahead and let's get into it, shall we?
Jackson, you're muted.
Sure am.
Started speaking, I saw you going.
I was just rambling. It's all good.
All right. Initiative.
Hey, let's go, though.
Oh, man, I had a 17 on one of those. Bummer. Bummer. Hug this purse.
Oh, man. Look at that. Vesuviac. Look at you, bud. Rocking and rolling over here.
Nice,
We'll go-
clean 35 on initiative.
Well,
We'll go ahead and get started. You are the one who gets to go first.
Okay, so I have Zaba in front of me. He gets angry. It's ready for a fight. So I'm going to pull out a new spell that I got, which is called Implement of Destruction. So gonna take 2 actions and cast it on whatever weapon Zaba currently has out.
Okay. And that would be his bastard sword, right, Corey?
Oh, yeah.
So
All right,
buff
so yeah, I
up
think-
that sword.
Yeah, you just you got to target an enemy as well, and doesn't look like you can see any enemies from where you're at.
Oh.
In that case, then, before I take that spell, I'm gonna step.
Okay.
There we go. Go step 10 feet to the right and then do the spell, so I can see the hard.
You're gonna have to get inside, bud, because it's range 30.
Range 30. Got it. Okay.
So you probably have to get right in front of Zaba.
Yeah, let's do.
You can move through me.
Yeah.
It's counting the other movement that I did earlier. I should be able to move right here with one action, right?
Yeah, you can move all the way to this square with one action.
That square. I'm gonna go to this square, so I'm diagonal from the door. Feels like a more defensible position.
Yep.
But then
You're
I'm
within
gonna
25 of the heart again, and within 10 of Zaba. Yep, you're good.
Yep, and then I'll do Implement of Destruction and make it do not so damage on the heart again.
Yeah, so target the heart again,
Okay.
and
And cast a spell again.
well, yeah, I think I got to make this critical success. Unfortunately,
Damn.
That's unfortunate.
All right.
That's a
well,
cool
yeah, I
spell.
rolled really well. Sorry, bud.
That is what it is. That's all I can do in my turn, and I am now in the open. Oops. Thought that would work. Oh well.
No, it would have. That's a really good spell. Holy cow!
It just really didn't. But it should have.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got
Man,
unlucky.
4d4 does an additional 4d4 persistent mental damage.
46.
46.
Critical fair.
Yike! And the enemy is doomed 1 if you critically hit it.
Yeah.
Ooh. All right. Well, let's see. So the crag rack is like, I see what's going on here. I told you all what was going to happen, and you aren't even going to listen. That's okay. You see what's going to happen now is you're just going to eat a couple of these bombs. Yes. And she is going to go ahead and take a stride action. Get right up there. And then going to target Vesuviac. And going to throw that bomb. And I think she's going to go ahead and throw... Which one's she going to throw first? She wants to throw... Yep, okay. Gonna throw the... Oh, that's a miss. But I think you still take splash damage, bud.
Well, I mean, that's fine.
So you just take that 5 splash.
Oh, that's brain damage too. Dang it. Okay. 5 mental damage is a lot. Okay.
And then we'll go ahead and chuck this bad boy. Oh, that's another miss. Dang. She's whiffing on these bombs. And then I think you take no fire splash damage? Just 1. Okay, 1.
Yeah, fire 4 for the resistance.
All right, Zaba, you're up, bud.
Cool. Well, she ever so conveniently moved up into perfect position for me to just stroll right into this room. No charges, no barreling charges, no acrobatics to jump over the Hardigan. Just straight into the center of the room, so I'm in base-to-base contact with both the Hardigan and this alchemist. And while alchemists can suck, this one doesn't seem to know what they're doing. So I'm gonna test the Hardigan's defenses first. I'm rolling the garbage still. Doesn't matter. It's all right. One more. I'll make it a follow-up assault, adding the forceful and backswing traits.
There you go.
32.
That's a hit.
Cool. Not a bad roll. 24 points, one of which is energy. Do you need me to split that out for you?
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, you're dealing with 1 point of, it's a 6. 1 point of sonic damage.
Okay.
And I believe that is Zaba.
Okay. So it is your turn.
All right. I will drop into my stance from around the corner. Sure that got on. It did. Okay. So 15 feet to get to the door. And then another 10 feet into the room. And then for my last action, I will just move in and away from Vesuviac to avoid any... Oh, actually, sorry. As I'm walking into this room, so let's see, 15, 20, 25, I'm noticing that there seems to be gunpowder all over this room. From one chest to another. So can I do a perception check in a burst rather than a cone to see if I notice anything about what this might be or consequences?
I already explained it.
Okay. I heard there was fireworks. There's
barrels of fireworks in each of the corners.
Right. Does it seem like there's a trail of gunpowder connecting these barrels of fireworks?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I must have missed that. Sorry.
Oh, no, I didn't talk about that, but there's clearly a trail of gunpowder.
Right. I would like to use my last action to disrupt said trail of gunpowder so that if it gets set on fire, it does not get to all of the chests.
Sounds good.
Okay. I don't know if you need a roll for that.
No.
Okay.
Okay. Well, the Hardigan's going to go. And the first thing he is going to do is take a 5-foot step back right here. And then he is going to cast a spell. You can absolutely make a reactive strike.
Cool. I would like to make a reactive strike. Hopefully I roll high enough to interrupt this casting. Oh, I did not select them. Oh, but that's what I like to see.
It's a natural 20 anyway.
All right. And I'm raging, so my critical effect will apply.
So that is disrupted.
All right, roll. That is 48 points of damage overall, 8 of which is... Oh.
Hell yeah.
There goes my fun.
For a little look underneath the bed sheets, this Hardigan appeared to be lobbing a fireball into a cramped room full of what was described as irreplaceable pieces of paperwork and books and stuff. Zaba doesn't care about those things, but he does care about his back getting real burnt.
All right, Timothy, you're up.
Oh boy. So Timothy sees this action going on. I think he is going to go in because he does hear people are pretty hurt. I think what he's going to do is he's going to get into the room, finally see the fireworks for himself. He's like, oh god, you guys weren't joking. There are fireworks here. Okay, fuck. And he, all right, he knows what he needs to do. He is going to get into his Chandler stance. Because this is gonna be what's gonna help us out right now. And the last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use one of my focus points to use Garden of Healing. And he's just gonna like look to the people as he's healing them and just be like, hey, stop doing that, please. Stop trying to blow up things. That'd be really cool. Alright, and then plus that should be actually plus 4, so 16 total for everybody except for me. So that's just 60. Yeah, I get.
All right, Vesuviac, you're up.
All right, I got healed up to 69 health. Nice. And things are a little bit problematic right now. Still trying to look through my spells and see if there's anything that would potentially assist with this. Okay, so what I'm going to go ahead and do, I am going to take a move action to move up 10 feet to get behind Zaba. And then I'm going to use my remaining 2 actions to cast Bless. And give myself, or Zaba and myself...
No, that's the old Bless.
That's the old Bless? So
that's the old Bless. Let's get rid of that. Here. You have the old Bless on your spell sheet. Let's get you the new Bless.
I did not realize I still had out-of-date spells. My bad.
That's okay.
Bless 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
Here, I got it. Just give yourself this aura. There you go. Whoa. There you go, bud.
All right, perfect.
It's a 15-foot aura.
Okay. In that case, I would like to change where I would have moved to.
Yeah.
It'd just be 5 feet to the right. So still behind Zaba, but closer to my allies.
Oh, we got Bless.
And that is all I can do. Those are my 3 actions.
Okay. All right. Well, the alchemist is a smarty pants. She knows what's up. She, looks over at her Hardigan friend. She's like, you can't do anything right, can ya? Do I gotta do everything myself? Fine. She will go ahead and step back right here. And let me take a look at this and see here. What is the splash on this? Okay. The range is still 20. Would have moved right. All right, and so she takes a 5-foot step back from Zaba. Going to target Syl. And is going to throw a bomb at Syl.
This is good for us.
Is it?
It is. Because Timothy's within splash.
Yeah, that's exactly what I just thought about.
True.
Do I get hit? Boss man.
Oh, yeah, you're going to get hit by splash. It's fine.
Yeah, I can do this one.
Yeah, that's fine.
Fuck yeah, violence!
Finally.
Don't
Because
like the Jason's
I
grinning.
hit Syl
Mm-hmm.
for 12 fire damage, 7 persistent,
Yeah.
5 splash to Timothy, and the gunpowder catches on fire going both ways.
Of course.
Oh, shit.
And she chucked and that was a lava bomb. So that was 2 actions. So we now go to Zaba. And you're on mute, Corey.
Alright. First swing, because Zaba's just going to do what Zaba does, and that's neutralize the enemies. The other people can figure out this fire problem. He doesn't really care about books. So I'm going to start by throwing on, or smashing the alchemist first. Full map. Oh, nope. I'm just going to keep rolling bad. Alright. Follow-up assault on the Hardigan. And that's a 32 to hit.
That's a hit.
That is 25 points of damage, 5 of which is
Sonic. All right.
And then, just feeling good. He's just going to take the wild final strike against that guy. Full map. Not expecting much. Actually, yes. This is what I will do. Cool. It's about what I expected. 17 overall.
All right.
Wow.
It is now Sill's turn.
All right. So it normally is 2 actions to put out persistent fire by rolling around on the ground or whatever.
So yeah, you gotta make yourself prone.
Right. How many actions would it be to get ahead of one of these trails of powder and disrupt the gunpowder enough to stop it from spreading? Would that be similar to putting it out on myself? Like a 2-action thing of moving and kicking powder?
Yeah, I think 2 actions is reasonable.
All right. I will then spend 2 actions to put out the
Well,
fire.
you gotta move. Because
Yeah.
you gotta...
So as part of these 2 actions, I'm moving whatever direction this is, west towards the longer trail of fire that connects 3
Okay.
chests.
So that's 1 action.
Okay. And then it's 2
Good.
actions to put it out?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So the 2 actions is not part of moving.
No, it's going to be 2 actions to do it.
Right. Okay. All right. Then that's what I'll do is move and
Is
Put
there a
out.
chance the gunpowder does not ignite?
If I don't hit, I will.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
there's
I
a
was
chance.
just checking, just because, like, in theory, you could start 3 fires a turn with this alchemist. Just doing economy math.
right. Yeah. I mean, I'm also thinking about the fact that if I use all 3 actions to move and put out the fire, I'm still standing next to the gunpowder, which means
Mhm.
I can just be hit again and reignite it.
If I
So-
don't hit you, though.
Right. But that's, let's see.
And there's
Timothy
also a
and
chance that it
Subiac
doesn't
still
move.
go.
There's also
Fire.
a chance the fire doesn't move. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I have
All
rules for that.
Oh, okay. Do I need to move 10 feet or is 5 feet enough?
5 feet's enough.
Okay. I will then just take a step to the west and use my other 2 actions to put out the fire going to the west and hope
Okay.
for the best. And that's it.
All
Taking my
right.
persistent and rolling. I did it. I'm not on fire anymore either.
No, you're not. Something about being a water elemental thing.
Yeah.
All right. The Hardigan's going to take a 5-foot step back. Going to target himself. I'm going to go ahead and cast heal on himself. And pass the turn to Timothy.
Okay. I was rereading a spell that I have multiple times to see if maybe this would work. I don't think it would, but I'm going to bring it up to the group just so Sophie can tell me, hey, this won't work. I wanted to cast a spell that I have on Carrie's playbook called Safe Passage. Only problem, the reason why I wanted to cast it is because it repels dangers from all around me, making passage through the chosen area safe for a brief amount of time, meaning that the area gains benefits against harmful effects of terrain. So environmental damage, hazardous terrain, and hazardous area would be completely not valid.
Unfortunately, I think the last paragraph of the spell completely undoes it.
Literally, I was like,
Yeah.
it's not only that, but it's also long. So it's lengthwise. So it's not a burst.
Yeah, it's a thought, but I don't think it's the thought you need at this moment.
I know, it's fucking bummer, man.
Cool spell, though. I don't think I've seen that one.
I've been waiting to use it. I haven't had a chance to yet. There's like 5 other spells I have in this book, but I haven't had a chance to use it. I wait for the day I Jones for it.
Yeah,
For
this,
now,
this would be a great one for like poisonous swamps and shit.
oh, absolutely. Literally, I have that ready to go when we need it. So I think Timothy, when he finally is like, oh shit, I can do stuff. Oh, fuck, Carrie, take 5. And he's going to run. So one of his actions is going to be to move. And then he is going to take 2 actions to put out the fire on the other trail.
Yeah, you would want to go right there.
Okay.
If you still want to stay in the bless.
Yeah. So that also means I no longer have Garden of Healing going, but that's fine. I still have one more focus action. I could do that if I need to.
Roger Dodger.
But yeah, I do that with my turn.
All right. Mr. Vesuviac.
So just to confirm, both of the fire trails are out?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. In that case, then, I am going to look to Syl and cast one of the 4th level healing spells that I have, because they're looking pretty rough. So that is going to be 46 healing back.
Thank you.
And then I am going to raise a shield, because I get the feeling that I've made myself a target.
All right. Well, the Crag Rack is going to go and we'll take... Okay. We're just going to stride. So, Zaba, if you want to take your reactive strike, you can.
I think I'm going to, instead of reactive strike, I think I'm going to use no escape instead.
Okay.
Just to keep completely square with them base to base. It does take me out of the radius of blessed, though.
Okay. So that uses your reaction. And then she is going to target you at this back square over here for splash purposes with another lava bomb. I just want to make sure I keep track of her inventory. Okay. Oh, yeah, she has plenty. Gotcha. All right, 4. Okay. That's 21, 7 persistent.
Cool.
And
It's only actually 10 to Zaba, thanks to the temporary hit points from raging.
And we go to you, Zaba. It's your turn.
Cool. I just watched this Crag cast a healing spell on himself. Or not Crag.
Hardigan.
And I do not like that. So I am going to, first off, I'm just going to swing at him. Just nice and normal.
Gotcha. Oh my goodness. 19. That's a crit.
Perfect.
Didn't even need the bless.
Nice and normal. I like that that's a crit.
Cool. So that is 52 points of damage all in all, 8 of which would be cold.
Okay. He's still standing. If it wasn't for that heal,
He would be.
he is now flat-footed to the next strike because of... Oh, he's off guard to the start of your next turn because of the...
Yes. So rather than
Crit
making
spec.
an exacting strike, as I was thinking of, I'm going to take the risk of this being bad. No. It's an action for me to make an exacting. Can I get a ruling? Is this a 2-action ability or just 1?
It's 1 action, but you it's press, meaning you have to follow up an earlier action. An action with the press strike can only be used if you are currently affected by multiple attack penalty. You can't use a press action when it's not your turn. Yeah, so you can only use it if it's just your second or third action.
Oh, perfect. Well, I think this is the right time to use it then. So reading that, I'll make this attack at map, but my third strike when I make it will still be at a -5, correct?
-10.
Third attack?
Yeah.
Will this one be at my full?
Oh, no,
attack bonus?
Sorry. You're right. So this will be at -5. If you fail, your third strike won't be at -10. It'll still be at -5.
Perfect. It doesn't matter. It still hits.
Yep.
Let's go.
That's how that works.
New ability. Haven't used that one yet. All right. It's not a great damage roll. It's only 17 points of damage, 3 of which is acid.
He's still standing.
All right. One last swing, full map. Just because one less opponent's never a bad thing.
Yep. And he is flat-footed.
It had to have been close.
It was
23
close.
overall.
It was close.
All right.
Syl.
All right. Fire's all under control, so I am free to use one action to run up.
Hold on, Zaba took 7 and succeeded on his recovery.
Nice. And the off guard is lasting until the start of Zaba's next turn, right? So I don't need to get flanked. So second action will be to do a skirmish strike to close the last 5 feet and swing at this Hardigan.
I thought you were going to chuck and make use of that blast.
No, I have horrible strength.
Strength? Throwing is,
Throw?
is dex.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I just know I throw way worse than I do if I'm next to things. Hit it.
Oh, yeah, that's because you're throwing out of range. You're throwing from 15 feet. Within 10 feet, you get no penalty.
Oh, I stepped up and swung.
There, he's dead.
Perfect. And then I have one more action. I will try to intimidate or demoralize the last person. I glared at her really good.
You glared at her super good. She peed her pants a little.
That's it.
All right, Timothy.
All right, cool. So I'm trying to think about how I want to do this really fucking badly. I want to, before I do the spell I'm gonna use, I want to recall knowledge on this creature in particular, just so that way I have, like, a good baseline, I guess. What the hell?
On the crag rack?
Yes.
Okay.
If that is all right with you. There it is. Let me recall knowledge, please. Help. There it is.
Well, roll twice.
Oh, did I not?
No, I only rolled once.
Oh.
Roll more times for me.
Okay. Oh,
Okay.
why? I rolled twice. Figured.
Okay.
Sorry, I gotta look at the bestiary now. To get the good information about beasties.
Mm-hmm.
How was that even out? There it is, bestiary tracker. Ah! Combat.
And what would you like to know?
Okay. What are the, Actually, no, what are the weaknesses?
Okay, and there you go. You should be able to see that.
It might take a second or two. I'm reading.
You might have to...
Close it or refresh it, yeah. Combat. None. Okay, got it. So Timothy, as he's like looking at this thing and finally is like, oh, I can fucking attack. He's gonna look to this Kragrag's like, I'm gonna make you fucking regret ever being here. And he's going to cast Painful Vibration.
You got those good vibrations.
You gotta make me a fortitude save, sucker.
Got those sweet sensations.
That's a success. I'll take a success. That means I still get to do damage to you.
Yeah.
It's still damage, and that's 8d6 sonic damage, man. I didn't roll like complete dog shit.
Alrighty.
I consider a spell. I did it.
Did it. All right, Vesuviac.
All right, cool. Vesuviac is going to go ahead and take one action to move up 15 feet. Get everybody, or get Scylla and Zaba back into bless range. And then for my next 2 actions, I'll go ahead and cast a first level heal spell from the staff on Zaba, just to make sure that he's not going to immediately keel over if something bad happens.
Or Keel Hall.
Hey-oh.
Keel Hall, that filthy that number, that is gonna be 15 healing.
All right.
Not much, but better than nothing.
Better than nothing. All right. Well, the Kragrak's going to go. And first thing, she's going to throw a Alchemist Fire. Do you want to use your Reactive Strike?
I do.
Okay.
Oh, it doesn't matter. I rolled bad.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you want to use a Reactive Strike. All right. Let's see if I can actually hit. Strike. That's a miss. Doesn't matter. All right. Second and third action. There we go. 12 to Vesuviac. No, that's Vesuviac. 12 to Vesuviac. And 5 to Zaba and Sil.
Do I also take the splash damage?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Wait. No. You would only take it on the miss.
Cool deal.
You have the persistence. She had targeted the barrel, the first one, and missed. Which is good, because then that thing explodes, and I have an explosion radius I need to roll for. All right, Zaba, you're up. The whole thing hinged on me getting that fireball off.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you didn't.
Unfortunately, you rolled a natural 20.
I did. I rolled
It was a
really
19 or a 20 that you had to roll.
33. Apparently, I had untargeted them when I targeted them.
33? 33 is a
correct.
hit, but then that's a crit because of and that's still a crit because of the frightened.
Oh, all right. That's unfortunate for them. It's been crit city for Zaba.
Oh
That
my
is-
god.
50
yucky.
points of
And
damage.
the only reason
even.
it's a crit is because of the bless and the frightened.
Gotta
Let's
love
go.
those little plus ones. All right, so that is 50 points of damage overall, 12 of which is cold.
I've said it before, I'll say it again. The hard fights you guys make look easy. Easy fights take you 3 episodes to finish.
It's fine.
It's a weird backwards curse.
It makes for good TV.
Does it though? Does it?
I'd like to think.
All right, that's your first action.
Cool. Second action, exacting strike.
Oh my god.
Another crit.
For 58 points of damage.
Corey, how do you feel about going to Las Vegas?
Oh, you've seen my dice luck. It turns on a time.
I know.
8 of which is Sonic.
Still up.
And then for my final action, I think Zob will just glower at them and yell, "Surrender!" and make an intimidation check.
Oh, shit.
I take negatives for map on this, correct?
No.
Okay,
no,
cool.
I mean, they're already demoralized, but you can try to get a crit on it.
Yeah, that's fine.
You didn't target them.
I targeted them
Versus
but
their
can't get the
will-
little boxes to pop
Their
up
will
around Zaba.
DC. Their will DC would be 22. That's not a crit, so they're still only frightened 1.
Cool.
All right. Well, Sil, it is your turn.
All right. I'm going to do a skirmish strike in, and remembering that we don't know what is going on and we really need to, I'm going to switch to doing non-lethal damage to try to knock this person out instead of kill them. I don't know if there's a button that I need to click, or you just have to manually
No, just
apply the negative to make it non-lethal or whatever. Oh, it probably doesn't matter. Oh. 24, what is it, -2 for non-lethal?
which would be a miss.
Okay. And then I will do again. 32 down to a 30.
It's a critical hit.
Yay.
I think that persistent damage is still going to... And the bleed. The bleed's going to kill them. And the persistent...
I can't
I don't
make
think
that
so.
non-lethal.
I
Okay.
don't think so.
They're bleeding not lethally.
Okay. It tracks with the way Syl is right now. That they run up, get control of themselves long enough to attempt not to kill this person, and then accidentally kill them instead. So,
Yeah, you crush their aortic or their trachea with the blunt side of your cards when you try and knock them out.
Ah, man.
yeah, that tracks.
The blunt side of cards.
But no, I mean, we can override that too if you want.
No, I think it makes complete sense that because Scylla's very much in a place where they don't know whether or not they want to kill people. So this makes very good sense. Oops.
Yeah, because you have 2 persistent damages on there.
Yeah.
Oops. Killed the
Ran
guy.
up, tried to do some non-lethal, got angry that it didn't work, and hit a little bit too hard.
Okay, so you managed to take care of this fight. Who, as she's dying, she's like, "I'll give you this since you tried to do this non-lethally." And it was just the roll of the dice with the bleeding and the whatnot that kind of overcame it. And yeah, why wouldn't I reward a natural 20? What I will give you is this. Before she dies, she manages to sputter out that it was just a job. It was just a job. They just hired me to start some fires, and the cults just wanted me to start a distraction. And then she bleeds out before she can speak anymore. She's like, shut.
A little bit concerning, I'm not going to lie.
Super concerning.
But hey, we got all these fireworks.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a lot of fireworks.
Yeah, I mean, we need to move now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saba, do you need me? Oh, is Saba still raging? Or he drops out when she drops to dead, right? Okay. Saba, do you need healing really quick?
I took like a scratch in that fight.
Let me just patch you up anyways.
I gotta top myself off as well, just to also get the healing, or the focus point back.
Timothy,
Yeah.
you're back there in that corner.
Yeah.
Now that everything's kind of settled down, behind the curtain here,
Yeah.
you notice some muffled. It sounds like somebody is being gagged, like is muffled, like behind that curtain.
Yeah, Timothy's gonna go investigate that and be like, hey, 1 second, guys. Timothy is gonna move to, I guess, move the curtain as well too to see who's back there.
And in this room, you notice that there is a Gamayan who is lying in the bed. And I don't have a token or any art for this, but just so use your mind's eye. On the bed is a Gamayan who is tied up, his hands behind his back, his legs have been bound, and he has a gag like in his beak, and it's it's like wrapped around it to keep him muffled, and he's
oh shit! Like Timothy goes over, runs to the bed, and I think just like undoes the gag first. Like, are you okay? What the hell happened?
there's a terrible volcano woman.
She's gone.
And that nasty ram man.
Oh, he was like gone. I think like instantly. I'm not gonna lie to you, bud.
Oh, thank the gods. Oh my, they barged in here and they started ruining my collection. Right before my eyes, and it was unbearable. Oh, and then that Hardigan man just came in and knocked me unconscious when I tried to stop them, and thank you so very much.
Yeah, and like Timothy's like listening to him as he's like trying to like cut him out and stuff. It's like, we need to get you somewhere safe. There's a lot of fires happening around. Shit. Yeah, let's get you out of this room. There's a lot of gunpowder in your place.
Please, thank you so much. My name is Manbach. Thank you so much, and you are.
I'm Timothy. Timothy Bono.
Oh yes. I know exactly who you are. You're the ones you're part of the crew who found the jewel.
Yeah, we are. Timothy is like making sure that the jewel's hidden when he mentions the jewel, by the way.
Yes. I have to speak with you. You must sit down with me. I would very much like to interview you and your crew. I am one of the Indigo Isle's foremost historians. In fact, I am writing my research on Poppy Varn Barnacle and the era in which she lives. If you need anything whatsoever, I could sponsor you at the Royal Society of History here on the islands. If you're interested in collaboration, that is.
I mean, yeah, I'm interested. Give me a second, though. I work with kind of a team. It's a whole team thing. One moment, my fine sir. Timothy peeks his head up from behind the curtains and says, "Hey, we have a Gamayan back here who's a historian."
I imagine you do this as he's still tied to the bed. He's just not gagged
he's been
anymore.
Untied.
Yeah, I'd say Vesuvius goes to take a peek.
He wants to offer us a sponsorship.
What?
Well, once this crisis is over, of course.
Yeah. He's like, I need someone else in here, or else I'm gonna say yes to everything he says.
We will take a consideration into it. Right now, there's a lot of things going on. Are you safe here, or do you have somewhere safe that you can go?
Oh, this should be fine once you've if you've taken care of that nasty woman and that awful ram man.
If you're not good with blood, I wouldn't go out there.
It's quite.
The trash can's over there, but I see it.
Blood is no. But that's okay. I'll be fine. I'm a big bird. I got this. I'm a big bird.
All right, well, did they say anything to you when they barged in? Did they mention anything?
No, they wanted to destroy my research on Poppy for some reason. I don't know why. Everybody loves Poppy.
What's up with cult activity?
What research do you have on Poppy?
Oh, nothing that nobody doesn't already know.
Do you have anything about the shivering behemoth and how it is supposed to come back?
No, not at all.
All right, then.
What's your latest paper about specifically? What aspect of Poppy?
Oh, just that, just the conjunction of a very specific kind of rum that was cultivated from sugarcane that grew in her era, and how there's a hybrid of that sugarcane that is growing today that could be traced back to her era, and how that it impacts the taste of the rum. It's quite fascinating.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. That's super interesting. You're probably super safe here.
I wonder if Vesuvius might be interested in the history of alcohol.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure the lecture would be fun, but a city's kind of on fire right now. We could postpone this talk. Stay here if you're not good with the sight of blood, or at the very least, clean up the gunpowder so that way if a fire goes out, it doesn't blow your shit up.
I could put a blanket over the blood.
Yeah, looking out the open door, do I see smoke coiling further into the city anywhere?
No, so at this point it looks like most of the fires have managed to have been dampened. It looks like the city has kind of gathered and banded together to put out the majority of the fires. And in particular, you having put out the biggest ones. So that answers your question.
Well, they said it was a distraction. So what were they distracting us from?
They probably think that the royal family has the jewel.
That's kind of what I'm thinking as well. Do we check on the castle, or do we check on the Chromatic Queen first?
Shit, I have no idea.
It's the captain's call.
No. I'm not sure that they would think the royals have the jewel, didn't they come after us specifically before they started setting fires?
That's
You know,
good.
we are high-profile adventurers in the back alley.
That's kind of why I want to check on the Chromatic Queen, because if they're willing to cause a distraction, they could attack the Chromatic Queen to cut off our method of escape.
Yeah, we can go to the ship. That seems like a good idea.
I'm just trying to see if any of you have a quick, message spell or something.
I wish. I mean,
We are not those kinds of spellcasters,
I wish
unfortunately.
I had it. I got a little doorway. Can I make a doorway to the other side of the world? Be like, hey, what the fuck's going on? Cool. All right, see ya.
I have Divine Wrath. I mean, I can put out a smoke signal.
And you guys don't have familiars or anything?
We got a bunch
No.
of firework.
Yo, we can shoot fireworks. SOS.
I can scream really loud.
Well, here. I'll make it easy for you. I'll make the decision easy for you because it's literally written right here in the text. So as you make your way down the hill towards Treasure Beach, having decided to go check up on the Chromatic Queen, you kind of see down at the distance, in the shipyards, the ships all look fine, which is good for you, so giving you a sense of comfort. And racing from a distance toward you hear these rapid footsteps and the wheezing of a young Gamayan messenger. And he just kind of crouches down, putting her hands on her knees.
Just need water?
Just 1 second. Okay. Now, it's unclear whether or not she is inclining her head out of respect or just simple exhaustion. Well, I shouldn't say it's unclear. It's clear to you. The royal heraldry on her outfit already gives her away as somebody who's run all the way from the palace in the Rosewater district and all the way down to Treasure Beach, which is
A lot.
quite the distance.
Yeah.
She looks up at the group of you and implores, I have a message for you, heroes. His Majesty apologizes for the need to call you on such short notice, but an urgent and sensitive matter has arisen, which strikes close to home and to His Majesty's heart. If you could proceed to the palace at your most immediate convenience, please. The messenger waits patiently for a response, withdrawing a pen and parchment, and calling a nearby parrot to her shoulder. While she's in no shape to return to the palace without rest, the parrot can deliver her response in your stead.
I say yes. We should go see what's going on. If they're bringing us to the palace, there's gotta be something major, right?
Yeah, or
I
a trap.
guess let's go make them owe us even more.
You can tell
yes,
him.
I will write the letter response for Bird.
And Zaba will just take some of the blood off his cloak and draw a smiley face on the parchment with his finger.
Well, she has the parchment and quill in her hand, but okay.
I got this. They will know it's from us.
That's great.
It's the
Well,
most
you want
ominous
to-
side that we could send them.
maybe
It
add a
says
little
we're coming.
translation under Zaba's super clear message telling the king that we're on our way.
I can add it if you want.
He will understand.
Are you sure?
He's coming with Bird.
That doesn't.
I guess let's go.
Okay, and the bird takes off, and you following after. As you make it to the palace, the king clears out the room as you walk in. So it's just the four of you and the king, and he speaks in a very solemn voice. My daughter, Atrella, and my son Kalupi, they've been abducted. After the parade, the pair went back to take a break from the crowds and enjoy some tea together. When a servant went to fetch them for dinner, she reported that the room was empty, and the guards were gone. The teacups were half drunk, and the door to a secret passage out of the castle that I thought was known only to the royal family was open. The royal alchemists had determined that the prince and princess's teacups had both been laced with a paralytic poison. The guards that we sent to through the secret passage to investigate have not yet returned. 1,000 apologies for interrupting your day, but especially so soon after you've recovered this treasured relic and saved us from these fires spreading throughout the city. But I beg you, please, not as a royal or as a king, but as a father, please, would you find the children?
Can absolutely help find your children. But in the meantime, this city has become incredibly dangerous. I highly recommend you start evacuating people before they get caught in the crossfires of whatever's going on.
Yes, that's... I will convene the council, and we will discuss this the most proper and expeditious way.
I have a question. Have they asked for a ransom yet?
No, not yet.
Then why would they need to kidnap them? I am pretty sure I know what they want.
I think we all know what they want.
Is royal blood connected to Poppy at all?
Not that we know. No, as far as we know, Poppy never had any family of her own.
Because this is what I mainly am concerned about. We know, or we at least have an extremely strong suspicion that the cult of the Shivering Behemoth was behind the attack on the city just now. And they are after the jewel to try and get the Shivering Behemoth back up and running. But I'm trying to figure out if this is a ploy because they're trying to ransom your children for the jewel, or if us going to try and rescue your children is going to be bringing the jewel to them and making a bad situation much worse. I'm just trying to figure out what to do with the jewel in play here. We obviously do want to help out your children, but we do have something extremely important that could cause much more severe side effects if we try and help.
Well, you guys can think about that between episodes. And who wants to help me end this episode? Anybody? Who's got this?
I guess me.
Okay.
I hope we keep that entire pause in the morning.
I'll try. I'll try to keep it in.
But everybody, thank you so much for listening to the podcast and enjoying this episode. We're definitely in a bit of a pickle right now and have some tough choices to be made. So if you want to see how things shake up, then make sure you follow us on Spotify, iTunes, subscribe to us on YouTube, wherever you go to listen to your podcast. Also, make sure to drop us a like, leave a comment, engage with the podcast in whatever way. It really does help us out on all those platforms. Also, if you have a friend who you think might enjoy the series, please make sure that you shout it out to them, give them the link, and see if they enjoy it. And with that, if you really like the show, we do have a Patreon where you can submit hero points as well as get access to content a little bit early. There are 2 tiers available, each one giving slightly different perks, so make sure you check out the Patreon and only contribute if you feel like you have the means to. Thank you all so much for listening, and we hope that your party may never end.
May your party never end.
May your party never
May your party
end.
never end.
Bye.
Bye. The Jewel of the Indigo Isles Adventure Path is copyright 2023.
All logos, titles, and artwork are property of Skyscraper Studios and Roll for Combat and used with permission. Pathfinder is a trademark of Paizo Incorporated. The theme music is written and performed by Robbie Whiplash.